Forza may have gone down and under, but it's certainly not out. Yes, Forza Horizon 3 has returned on the Xbox One and the Xbox One S, delivering a full 1080p resolution at 30 frames per second with beautiful HDR. Well, not in this demo anyway. Unfortunately, for some strange reason, the demo doesn't actually support HDR just yet, but the full game will. That doesn't stop this game looking absolutely beautiful, mind. Again, the same engine that powered the last Forza Horizon 2 and obviously Forza 6 has been improved here again with even more foliage, beautiful motion blur, screen space reflections and cube maps and HDR tones in the game, even in this SDR display. The whole thing looks absolutely gorgeous, and for those worrying about the frame rate, just like previous titles, it holds on to that 30 tick rate with no issues at all. And the game is filled with some super slow-mo actions Michael Bay would be jealous. And that means there's only one name I could have picked. That's right, I went full on Top Gun.
Hey Maverick, what do you think of the place?
Dramatic. But I certainly don't need a wingman, or more importantly, want one. Come rain, come shine, come sand, come foliage, come first person or any other view you want including replays, it does not drop a beat. And that is vitally important for a game this smooth and silky. And again, the physics engine does update at a much faster rate than the actual refresh rate, so it never feels bad and unresponsive. Each vehicle feels sufficiently different and weighted as you play, and grip and terrain does make a big difference as you drive through sand or dirt or road, and this includes the puddles, which do cause you to aquaplane and lose grip, and racing from dry into wet does mean that the grip does reduce, and therefore you have to be careful as the race progresses. It does feel just like Forza as you would expect, with a much bigger and broader landscape and obviously far more beautiful and bright to play around in with each of the vehicles. It does still have the silly story sequences and slightly stifled acting and dialogue, which sounds like it came from the set of Home and Away or Neighbours, with bad Australian accents.
Nice driving, boss. Name's Warren. Resident car tragic.
And the animation seems to have been cut back from the previous titles, but a lot of this does run in-game and flow straight back into gameplay, which is quite nice. And the sound effects again deserve a special mention. The clash of metal, the screech of tyres and the distant roar of engines all your own as you're racing through the streets and jungle does deliver a very beautiful soundtrack with authentic ambient reverb and then growing stronger and deeper as you hurtle past. It is all very convincing and effective. Edging into nitpicky mode, it can have a few sections of aliasing, certainly on the edges of cars and the riverbeds or at least the water sides as you drive, but this, like I say, is nitpicking, and the game normally sticks to a 4x MSA solution, so this is most likely in place here again. I haven't gone through in detailed look yet, but there's nothing else on top of that, no temporal AA or no additional post-processing by the looks of things, but it does leave you with a very crisp and clean display. It feels like Forza, it plays like Forza, and it looks the best we've ever seen yet. It's more of the same with additional tweaks and levels, and I will cover it in more detail when the final game ships, if there is the interest there, which will obviously include the 60Hz and more PC version. But it's as fun as ever, and this is the best looking and best handling version of Forza we've yet seen, and once that HDR ships in the final title, it'll certainly take that to a whole new level. Anyway, that's all for now. I'm off to drive around wildly in the outbacks of Australia, trying to find treasure, or Mad Max. You guys and girls take care, leave all your thoughts and feedback below, and if you enjoyed this or anything else, please feel free to subscribe and support the channel, and I'll see you on the next one.